On this auspicious occasion of the Honorable President's visit on the 150th birth anniversary celebrations of Sri Aurobindo, we humbly request the Honorable President of India to light
the traditional Kuttavilakku, joined by the other dignitaries on stage.
With utmost humility and, of course, an equal measure of pride, I would now like to introduce the Secretary of the Auroville Foundation, Dr. Jayanti Ravi, IAS. With complete faith in the Mother and Sri Aurobindo, she currently is offering her efforts and dynamic aid of the Mother to move towards the manifestation of the Mother's dream, a city of goodwill and harmony, Auroville. Ma'am, may I please welcome you to deliver the welcome address.
Saviturvaram Rupam Jyotihi Parasya Dhimahi Yanna Satyena Deepayet Satyena Deepayet Om Tat Saviturvaram Rupam Jyotihi Parasya Dhimahi Yanna Satyena Deepayet Satyena Deepayet. That was the Sri Aurobindo Gayatri, which refers to truth consciousness. It's an invocation for truth consciousness to illumine all dimensions of our being. Vanakkam, Namaste, greetings from Auroville. We have immense joy in welcoming Srimati Droupadi Murmu, the Honorable President of India, Sri R.N. Ravi, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, and Honorable Chairman of the Governing Board of Auroville Foundation, Dr. Tirumati Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry and member of the Governing Board of Auroville Foundation, Dr. Thiru K. Ponmudi, Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Tamil Nadu, Thiru Jinji K.S. Mastan, Honorable Minister for Minorities Welfare, and all the distinguished guests are members of the Honorable Members of the Governing Board, my colleagues, dear sisters and brothers, to this plenary session of the conclave on aspiring for Supermind in the city of evolving consciousness with the Honorable President of India as chief guest. Maharishi Aurobindo had experienced the oneness of the entire creation which was the ancient wisdom of Bharat. As a thorough rationalist, Sri Aurobindo saw the limitation of the mind, which works on the basis of division. And through his yoga, he went beyond the dimension of the mind. He was an exponent and an embodiment of the supermind, a new level of consciousness beyond the mind. Unlike the mind, based on ego, division, and conflict, the supermind is based on love, oneness, and harmony. Sri Aurobindo saw this ancient Indian wisdom as the gift of India to the entire world. It is for moving towards this infinite consciousness that he conceived of individual perfection and collective perfection. The mother founded Auroville 55 years ago as a city of evolving consciousness and as a beacon for the whole of mankind, which synthesizes and harmonizes material and spiritual progress, success, and future realizations. She designed this city for men and women from all across the world who are willing servitors of the divine, and built this city nucleus of accelerated evolution of consciousness. It is a great honor, Auroville, to have the beloved president of our dear country, our great and justifiably proud nation in our midst. What a coincidence that this is happening when we are celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Sri Aurobindo, the 55th birthday of Auroville, and the 75th anniversary of India's freedom in the year of the presidency of India of the G20 with the motto of One Earth, One Family, One Future. Honorable President Ma'am, your incredible journey from a humble beginning to holding the highest office of this great country is a tremendous inspiration for each one of us. This echoes the spirit of our nation that India is a vibrant democracy and opportunities are available for anyone who works diligently with commitment towards the welfare of people. The Tirukural says, Devatan agadeninum, endurance must be as great as our hope, and our hope has no limits. I'm sure your presence in Auroville will greatly enthuse, accelerate the manifestation of the city meant for 50,000 people of goodwill as envisioned and designed by the mother. Gratitude to Mother India for giving this beautiful project of Auroville for people from all over the world and nurturing it so generously over all these years, which is unparalleled. I also wish to thank the governing board and all our well-wishers for their great support to manifest the vision of Auroville. I again wish to especially welcome with great love and respect all the special dignitaries on the dais and all the distinguished guests present here. Your presence means a lot to us. We remember the beautiful mantra of Sri Aurobindo, all can be done if the God touch is there. I wish to end by offering my gratitude and reiterating my commitment at the lotus feet of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother to serve the vision of Auroville, Auroville and Aurovillians. Thank you very much. Greetings from Auroville. Namaste. Varga varga என்று கூறி முடித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வணக்கம். நன்றி.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome. We now request our Honorable Governor to felicitate our beloved President.
From a student leader during her days at the Madras Medical College to serving as the state president of Tamil Nadu BJP, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan's political and public welfare journey are nothing short of remarkable. As Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, her simplicity, spirituality, and selfless approach to public service have endeared her to a large cross-section of people. Ma'am, we would humbly request you to please share your thoughts on this auspicious occasion.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். A special good evening to each and everyone here. I am really very proud to participate in the inaugural session of Aspiring for Supermind in the City of Consciousness by our Honorable President of India, organized by Auroville Foundation. And I am really very proud to take part in this program. And we are very proud that our Honorable President is participating in this program. The real dream of Mother and Sri Aurobindo have come true by seeing our President in the dais in the Auroville campus. And apart from that, I have to say the dream of both Sri Aurobindo and Sri Mother has come true because they want women empowerment. They want empowerment. So our Honorable President is sitting there, and that side, two men are sitting, this side two women are sitting. So real women empowerment and equality is visible in this dais. So now, because of their commitment and their trueness in the dream, one by one is becoming a true evidence of their dreams. And I should congratulate Madam Ravi, Jayanti Ravi, for organizing this program, not only organizing, for managing the Auroville in a much better way, I can say the best way she can, and the exhibition we saw, and it has enlightened us about how the Auroville should have as our mother dreamt of. And I am very happy that our Honorable President came there and she lit the lamp so that the lamp lit here should the flame and the light should be spread to not only to our nation, to the whole world, because the hands that lit the lamp is a hand which came up with her courage and commitment from a humble background, and she is sitting as a role model that a woman from a humble background can be elevated to such an extent because of the hard work and commitment. And Sri Aurobindo and Sri Mother, they were dreaming about a land which should have all the consciousness of the whole world. And now, as I said, Sri Aurobindo said that the spiritual, we are fighting for the freedom of our country, but we want spiritual freedom and we want the conscious freedom. And because of that, his primary job was after landing here. And even though he was preaching all our lands, epic and everything, but his primary thought was about yoga. And now, before and all, the whole world, we were looking to the whole world, other countries for solution. But now the whole world is looking towards India for solution. That's why we are all celebrating the G20 conference. And yoga, as the great foresight of Sri Aurobindo, they thought the spiritual freedom could be through yoga. And not only now, because of our Honorable Prime Minister's efforts, June 21st is celebrated day. And yoga is not practiced only in India. Yoga Day is celebrated in more than 190 countries. In that, more than 90 countries are Islamic countries which they practice yoga. That is the preaching of Sri Aurobindo, and that has come true in this era. And apart from that, Mother, what she dreamt of, she thought courage, each and everyone's life, courage should be there. With courage and boldness only, they can face everything. As Swami Vivekananda said, I will say to the Western world, be bold, but I will preach my countrymen, be bolder. So Mother also preached boldness, and courage. And because of the courage and commitment, we can achieve anything in this world. So only in this land of Auroville, we are all standing as achievers. And Matru Mandir, we visited the Matru Mandir, and what Matru Mandir says, please tone your mind. I should say in a simple word, a king was passing by, and a person was with the begging bowl. And the person told, you cannot fill this begging bowl. King told, I am a king. You are telling we cannot fill this begging bowl. So he put his jewels. It disappeared. Then he put some cash. It got disappeared. And he put his crown. It got disappeared. Then he told, what it is getting disappeared. So I will put the whole note of the whole of my kingdom I will put there. That also got disappeared. Then the king told the man, you told nothing can fill this begging bowl. But I thought I am a king. I have so much of wealth. And if I put everything, anything, it will be filled. But this begging bowl is different. Whatever the wealth I am putting here, it is getting disappeared. Then he told what it is made of, whether it is made of what metal, what wood. Then the person told the bowl is made of human mind. So human mind, to fill the human mind should be empty, and to fill the human mind, nothing can be there except consciousness, except our commitment. And with all our commitment only we can fill the human mind. So Matru Mandir actually practices to fill our human mind. So with the full mind we can achieve anything. That is the message, Mother. That is the message, Sri Aurobindo, and that is the message all our freedom fighters and all our elders taught us. Let us practice, and I'm really very happy to receive our Honorable Governor and the Chairman of the governing body, Sri N. Raviji, and the Honorable Minister for Education, Sri Ponmudi, and Honorable Minister for Minority Affairs, Thiruji Mastan. And I really appreciate Madam Jayanti Ravi for all her efforts, and all the governing body members and all the members of the Auroville and all the present media. Thank you so much. Let us all practice what is taught by Sri Aurobindo and Sri Mother, and let us all achieve great things in this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that inspiring message. I would now like to invite Sri R.N. Ravi, our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and Chairman of Auroville Foundation governing body, to please deliver his address.
My humble prayers to the lotus feet of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. भारत गणराज्य के महामहिम राष्ट्रपति श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी, Honorable Governor of Telangana and Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, and very active member of the governing board, Tirumati Tamilsai Soundarajan, Minister in the State Government of Tamil Nadu, Dr. K. Ponmudi, Minister Thirumastan, Secretary Auroville Foundation, Tirumati Jayanti Ravi, members of the governing board, distinguished guests, my dear Aurovillians, friends, gracious ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam. Rashtrapati ji, on behalf of all dear Aurovillians, all the friends and lovers of Auroville, all those who believe in the teachings of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for gracing this occasion with your presence, which makes it so special. It's special because the President of the largest republic, democratic republic in the world is present here. It's also special because Honorable President's life is a living embodiment of the spirit of Orwell. Orwell is about collective consciousness living together in harmony with the nature, harmony with each other, with love and affection, seeing goodness in all. The Janajati that our Honorable President come from, and all the Janajatis of our country, they truly live that spirit in their day-to-day life, living in perfect sync with the cosmic balance, in harmony with the environment and the ecology, not as master of creation, but as an element of creation, living together in perfect symbiosis. Our Honorable President is the living embodiment of that. And we are immensely delighted to have you in our presence, in our midst, ma'am. This Orwell, which was conceived by Sri Aurobindo and created by the Mother, has a mission. We know that Sri Aurobindo, his life was in a period of extreme tumult. More than half the humanity were living like slaves. They were colonized, facing extreme oppression, exploitation. Colonial powers were fighting with each other. He witnessed 2 world wars, devastating indeed. He also witnessed the unleashing of the unimaginable destructive power in the hand of humans, that is the atomic weapons. And then he wondered, what was the fate of humanity? Was it self-destruction? Then he said, no, it is not self-destruction. It is evolution to the next level of consciousness, which is the final level, where you see easily what our great rishis had seen in the past since the time of the Vedas, that universal oneness of creation. The Creator, having created the world, the entire creation, is permeated in every element of it. The diversity that we see is apparent, but underlying all this diversity, there is oneness of the same divine. And the moment we start seeing that oneness, the entire creation becomes a family, a kudumbam. The differences drop, egos melt, and we live in harmony. Now, Sri Aurobindo, at the time when India became independent, he said, now it is the time for India to take up the responsibility. Because this wisdom, this truth, this knowledge, that the entire creation is one, not only humans, animals, plants, we are all part of a family. None is master. Now this wisdom was revealed to our people, to our great rishis several thousand years ago. Now it has to be spread to the rest of the world in such a way that the people start appreciating it, what is called Sahaj Gyan. And that is why he conceived the notion, the idea of a community of Gnostic being. The people from all over the world, coming from different countries, different nationalities, races, languages, maybe whatever be the human barriers that they have created, irrespective of that, unmindful of that, they come, they live together with a total surrender to the divine and live for each other. Collective consciousness, evolution of the collective consciousness, what our Veda says, Sangachadvam, Samvadadvam, Samo Manansi Janatam. Together we live, not isolation, not individual. Individual people have been doing in the past through their enterprise. They have been attaining that understanding. But we need to save the world. It has to be collective evolution. And with that, he conceived of this idea of a community of Gnostic being, which mother, with her tireless enterprise and imagination and commitment to the teachings of Sri Aurobindo, she created the infrastructure, and what we have is Aurobindo today. Here, people from all over the world, irrespective of which part of the world they are, whichever religion they follow, whichever race they belong, rising above, transcending all the barriers, they come together, live as brothers and sisters, dropping their egos, living for others. It's not for each other, each living for the others. With that mission, with that view, with that thought, people assemble. And then it becomes a living demonstration of our received wisdom, that is universal oneness of creation. And this is how many, many more such Orwells to be around the world that would save the world, that would catalyze the evolution of humans to the fourth and the final level of evolution, where we see a oneness in all. Now that is Orwell, the beginning of it. And today, we have in our midst our Honorable President. Madam, your presence has given us new energy and new motivation to move forward. Now the country, when it is celebrating the 75 years of independence and 150 years of Sri Aurobindo's anniversary, we are moving with a mission to fulfill the unfinished task. In the next 24 years, we have to fulfill the unfinished task. Unfinished task, there are several. One is making India a self-reliant country, fully self-reliant country. But another unfinished task is the city of Auroville, which was created to spread this light to the rest of the world, so that all the differing ideas and ideologies, they drop, egos melt, and we all live like a human being, as a one common integral family. Not only with humans alone, but with the whole of environment. And that mission, we have got great inspiration for you, and it will keep us motivating and driving in the next coming years. And I'm sure Auroville will fulfill its missions. Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you, all of you. Jai Hind. Thank you.
She was once described by her school teacher as the girl who came to school first and was the last to leave. During the floods, she braved knee-deep, turbulent waters to attend school. Stepping aside the limitations and challenges life posed, Srimati Droupadi Murmu is an inspiration. Empowering all sections of society with a keen focus on rural outreach, Srimati Droupadi Murmu's commitment to her causes and her office is remarkable. And most importantly, she's proof that the human mind can transcend any challenge and turn it into a success story. We're honored to have you in our midst, ma'am. We would now like to invite the Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu, to deliver her special address.
Governor of Tamil Nadu and Chairman of Auroville Foundation, Sri R.N. Raviji, Governor of Telangana and Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Tamil Sai Sundararajanji, Minister of Higher Education, Government of Tamil Nadu, Dr. K. Ponmodiji, office bearers of Aurobill Foundation, ladies and gentlemen, dear devotees of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, Vanakkam, Namaskaram. Before I say something, I like to bow my head on the feet of Holy Supreme Soul of my mother and Sri Aurobindo. It is a matter of deep spiritual importance for me to be here in Aurobill to inaugurate the conference on aspiring for supermind in the city of evolving consciousness. As we all know that Aurobill was the vision of Sri Aurobindo, which was translated into reality by the Mother. Their teachings and philosophy continue to inspire the guide millions of seekers worldwide. I consider myself to be a part of large community of those who have benefited from the vision of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. I had the privilege of serving as an honorary teacher at Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Center, Rairampur, for about 3 years during the 1990s. I must acknowledge that I learned more than I thought. I remain devoted for that spirituality enriching experience at the education center. Ladies and gentlemen, next week on Tuesday, the 15th of August, we will all be celebrating our Independence Day. And it is a coincidence of great significance that Maharshi Aurobindo's birth anniversary also happens to be on the 15th of August and is celebrated widely. In the year 1925, on his birthday, Sri Aurobindo had said, and I quote, "The mind works on the basis of division. It always takes the truth piecemeal. We find that it is not able to solve the problems. It is possible to go beyond the mind, and there is the supermind, which is the organization of the infinite consciousness." Unquote. On India's independence, Sri Aurobindo gave an important speech outlining his dreams for the country and humanity. He dreamed of passing on the spiritual gift of India to the world. He wrote that the world was turning towards India with hope. In today's world, India occupies the high table among nations. The message of India goes beyond economic and technological spheres. India's message of one earth, one family, one future, or Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam reflects the ideals propagated by Sri Aurobindo. Today, I visited the Matri Mandir. That rare and unique mandir generated an experience of being connected with it. The special architecture of Matri Mandir reflects the ideals and teachings of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo. The city exhibited based on the Mother's vision of the clean city plan, presents and innovative models for integral and sustainable urban development. Today's world needs to deeply understand the concept of unity, peace, and harmony. These concepts involve not only human beings, but all living beings, nature, and the entire universe. I am very happy to have visited Sri Aurobindo Ashram, which was established nearly 100 years ago in 1926. Under the guidance of the Mother, the ashram grew into a large, multifaceted spiritual community. In 1952, the Mother had set up Sri Aurobindo International Center of Education. Later, in 1968, this international township, Aurobill, was set up. As I had heard about it, I find that Aurobill indeed is a unique experiment in promoting human unity and spiritual evolution. Two great souls had conceptualized and set up this universal township where souls meet, minds attain freedom, and the supreme consciousness can be experienced. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Aurobindo believed that supermind can enable human beings to transform into divine beings. He gave the philosophy that supramental consciousness has the power to make this material world divine. Divinity has a different meaning and definition for each one of us, but one thing is common. The one that is divine has to be above the material and beyond the tangible. Divine mind is a pure mind. It is above the self. It thinks about the progress, unity, and development of all. Maharishi Aurobindo gave a unique concept of freedom. During his transformative journey from being a revolutionary nationalist to becoming the spiritual master, his concept of freedom also underwent to see change. Sri Aurobindo himself practiced and experienced the awakening. The spiritual awakening of a mind can transform a common being into a conscious being. It is this awakening that can transform the individuals, organizations, countries, and the world. One who is awakened is also sensitive to the needs of those around, especially the underprivileged. When awakened mind come together and work towards common goals, unimaginable results can be achieved. Ladies and gentlemen, Aurobill is a place where human minds explore, evolve, and work together to achieve the larger goal of attaining supreme consciousness. They are striving to transform not just their own minds, but the minds of millions of seekers. In fact, the spiritual objects being pursued at Aurobill are for the benefit of the entire humanity. Aurobill nurtures the quest for eternal freedom. It promotes the development of all human beings. It enables the seekers to transcend onto the plane of higher consciousness. I think that the idea of a cosmic being as propounded by Maharishi Aurobindo has a great relevance to the issues the world is facing. It is by understanding and adopting the concept of cosmic consciousness that many issues being faced by the world today can be resolved with harmony. The concept of super being, supreme power, and the cosmic mind lead to the realization of the ultimate purpose of life. These ideals can help the making the world a harmonious and peaceful place to live in. I would like to convey an important message to the residents of Aurobill and all men and women of goodwill from across India and the world gathered here. The good work that you are doing attains greater significance in the context of India's onward march into the Amrit Kal.
Thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful, inspiring, and riveting speech. I would now like to request the Honorable President of India and the other dignitaries on stage to please take their seats while we have a brilliant performance by Anil Srinivasan and Saindevi Prakash. These two musicians will be joined by Aurelio, the very own musical talent of Oroville. This musical capsule, titled The Feminine Divine, will explore text both sacred and secular. From across the subcontinent, the music and vocals will celebrate harmony